learn something in a fun way, you retain that thing for a very long time. You don't make it as a burden. So today's video is for you all. I have created this video in a very innovative way. You will learn many vocabulary words, then there are some practice sentences, some conversation practice. Lots of things are there to be learned, and that also in a fun manner. Let's begin it with the movie Three Idiots. It is going to be a very fun video for you all. You will learn vocabulary, you will learn grammar, speaking, and creativity, and also through your favorite movie, Three Idiots. Let us begin. Do you remember this character? We all know Amir Khan playing Rancho in the movie Three Idiots. So, if I tell you that describe Rancho, so what all things will come to your mind? Describe him using various adjectives. He was very creative. He had many new ideas how to do things. So these kind of people who are very creative, they are called innovative. Innovative. Innovative are those people who are very creative and they introduce new ideas. So I have given meaning also, you can read out for yourself. And let us frame this word innovative in a sentence. Rancho is innovative because he always finds new ways to solve problem. So what is the new word that you have learned today? Innovative. Innovative, one who is very creative, who has got lots of ideas going inside his mind. Rancho. Always remember the word innovative, connect it with Rancho of Three Idiots. Let's move on now. Remember this character Farhan? He was very, very passionate about things. He had his passion and he wanted to follow that. Very, very passionate. So, the people who are having strong feelings about something, they are called passionate. So, what was he passionate about? So, who is a passionate person? Somebody who has strong feeling about something. You can also say, I am passionate about watching Asha ma'am's video. I am passionate about reading. So, what is passionate? Somebody having strong feelings about something. Next is Raju. So, how do you find Raju's character in the movie? He believed in lots of things, bad omens, like what if somebody sneezes the moment I'm stepping out of my house, or what if a cat comes in front of me when I'm going for some days work. So these kind of people are called superstitious. Superstitious, those who believe in things which are not based on any facts. He was quite superstitious. Raju is superstition and wears rings for luck. To bring good luck, some people wear rings. There are not many facts associated with that, so we call it superstition. Adjective form is superstitious. So again, you have to connect superstitious with Raju so that you remember this word for a long time. This we all know. Virus. He was the professor. He wanted things to be happening his way. Very strict character. Virus. We can say he was, and he always wanted that students should obey him, things should happen his way. He was an authoritarian. So this is an adjective. Let's frame it into a sentence. Virus is authoritarian and he wants rules to be followed. He wants that everybody should follow whatever he says, whatever are the rules and regulations of an institutions, students should follow that. So how was Virus? He was an authoritarian. You can also use the word authoritative. He was very authoritative. So we have learned four vocabulary words. Let us move on now to this Chatur character. We all know Chatur character. He boasts about himself, keeps talking about himself. He is full of himself. So the people who talk too much about themselves, they are called overconfident people. He is overconfident, having too much confidence in his abilities. Let us frame this into a sentence now. Chatur is overconfident during the speech challenge. You remember the speech challenge, which was towards the end of the movie, how the speech, people changed the wordings and what all happened towards the end of the story. He was overconfident, always overconfident about his abilities. Let's move on now. We will also learn a few expressions from the movie Three Idiots, which we have learned through this movie. Follow your passion. If you are passionate about something, you have to follow that in order to achieve that. Follow your passion. And next is think outside the box. Always be creative. So if you somebody is creative, that means you can use the phrase he thinks out of the box. Out of the box thinking is called being creative and innovative. Don't be afraid to, you don't have to be scared of failing. Don't be afraid to fail. One more lesson is that pressure kills creativity. If there is too much pressure on the learners, they don't become creative at all because they are bogged down by the rules they have to follow, the targets they have to accomplish. Too much pressure, it kills creativity. All these four expressions we have learned from the movie Three Idiots. Follow your passion, think outside the box, be creative, don't be afraid to fail, try experimenting things, and pressure kills creativity. If you get some very authoritative teachers who will not be listening to their students, so they will kill creativity in the students. So, all these four expressions you can also use in your daily life. The activity for you all is that whatever expressions we have learned today, you will also try to frame them into your own sentences. Let's move on now. Conversation practice. I will ask you two questions now. I have told you the character traits of these various characters in the movie. Now, the first activity for you is what would you do if you were Rancho? Remember Rancho? What was his quality? He was very creative, he was very innovative. So question for you is what would you do if you were Rancho? These are conditional sentences which are not happening in reality, but I'm giving you a situation. What would you do if you were Rancho and you had all the qualities of Rancho? Think about your answer. I'll also discuss the answers with you. Second question which I'm giving you is that would you challenge an authoritarian teacher? If a teacher is very authoritative in your class, would you challenge him? Would you speak up for yourself? What you are liking and what you are not liking? That is another question for you. If you say yes, I will challenge, give example. If you say no, I will not challenge him, give support your answer with any argument. So let us begin. How now I'll teach you how to answer these questions. So the first question was, what would you do if you were Rancho? You all know Rancho was very, very creative, innovative. So, how you should begin with the answer is that if I were Rancho, I would always think of creative ways to solve problems. I would help my friends to achieve their dreams, and I would also stand against unnecessary pressure in education. Pick up any sentence and you can frame your answer. If I were Rancho, it is not the real situation, it is hypothetical situation. If I were Rancho, I would dash dash dash. You can pick up any sentence of your choice. So this is a longer answer. Let us move on to the casual answer as well. Simple answer. If I were Rancho, I would make funny experiments and enjoy learning with friends. Because I am very innovative, so I will enjoy with my friends. I would experiment and have fun with my friends. Next question that I told you was, would you challenge an authoritarian teacher? Why or why not? Would you do that? Okay, let us see. Yes, I would challenge an authoritarian teacher because I thought their rules were stopping students from learning. And but I would do it in a respectful way and try to give good reasons for my opinion. So this is one aspect that if you want to challenge an authoritative person, what you should do, that you have to put forward your point in a respectful manner and also give your opinion. Why do you think so? Now let us see the other aspect of it. No. I will not, I wouldn't, I would just follow the rules and try to avoid trouble. Because there are two aspects to any problem: yes, no. So we are saying that no, I am not going to challenge any authoritative teacher, and I would try because it would create many problems. I would try to avoid all the problems. Now, one more creative activity we will do is that whatever story I have taught you today, storytelling with past tense, you have to use simple past. That means whatever verbs you will be using, that will be in the second form of verb. So, retell the speech competition, which is the highlight of the movie, speech competition, where Chatur gives a speech. that we will talk about in 5 sentences. Chatur prepared his speech. Prepare, second form of verb is prepared. He memorized every word. Memorized, that means he learned all the words by heart. Next is Rancho changed a few words. Change, the past tense is changed. Rancho changed a few words of his speech. The audience laughed and Chatur was embarrassed. He felt ashamed, he felt shy, and he was embarrassed. So, in this way, whatever story we did in present tense, you can also convert it into the simple past tense. Now, let us move on to another activity. If I have to ask you that the movie heading is Three Idiots, if I have to tell you that add any one more character to the story, that is the fourth idiot. So, who would that character be? What all character traits would that character have? Imagine there is a fourth character in the movie, which is fourth idiot. So, you have to describe the personality. Only one word you can uh, give one adjective to describe that personality. What is that person passionate about? And one big scene they would have in the movie. Just think about it, then we will also discuss the answer. If I have to introduce a new character, which is the fourth idiot, it would be one girl, Ananya. She will be the fourth idiot. They are not idiots, just the story heading is idiot, so I am continuing with that flow. Personality will be optimistic. She will be very, very optimistic. Somebody who sees the brighter side of life. So, what is her passion? Her passion is helping poor people in educating themselves. So, helping poor students get education. Example you can make with the word optimistic is that Ananya is optimistic and believes every problem has a solution. So, I will add this new character which brings positivity, learning vocabulary this way. So, you can like this video and subscribe to the channel. Looking forward to your support. Thank you so much.